My name is Roy Wagner. I'm a director of photography, a member of the American Society of Cinematographers and the Royal Photographic Society. I'm a fellow of that society. I've been doing this for 50 years, and here at NAB, the ASC booth, I've been looking around, and what I see that's new and different is new friends, new acquaintances, which is the most important part of filmmaking. It's not the equipment, it's the people. That's everything. It's how you develop relationships and how you have the diversity in thought that make for great films. And that's pretty much what's missing in Hollywood. Most filmmaking today is that people want people that are just exactly like them to work with. So what ends up happening is there's no diversity, and what you end up doing is copying either what you've done before or copying what someone else has done before. So I'm trying to continue to learn, continue to grow. For 50 years, I've been trying to put together a series of interviews I did with cinematographers who are now gone, and I finally found a producer that was willing to do that. We call it Beyond the Darkness. It's on videovillage.pro, and it's not just a conversation with me. I do try to talk about how to survive the system. I do offer suggestions about how to light and things like that, but it's really more trying to introduce you to people that I know, friends that I know, fellows like David Mullen, Vittorio Storaro, colorists, and what that relationship is like between a director and a director of photography, or a colorist and a director of photography. How you should communicate with each other. What can you expect from each other? Because I find that most people operate in the film industry out of fear, and that if you can be comfortable in your own place, then it's easier to walk into a situation with a new person and say, okay, well, I know what to ask for, and I know what they're going to provide me, because everybody wants to help you. And they've all had the same circumstances and problems that you've had. Nobody's failed more than I have, and I've succeeded quite a bit. So I guess maybe I'm pretty good at telling the story and helping others. So I'm hoping that you will check out the preview on my online series, and subscribe if you want to. It's pretty cheap.
Do a DIY?
I can't imagine it being that cheap, but the producers are gluttons for punishment. We've already done, I think this is the third month, and I think this week, each week the subject matter changes, but we continue to add on to, we don't take away. This week we have the first part of our interview with Dado Weigert, who is the inventor of the Dado light. And he's also a cinematographer, and it's interesting to hear his journey. And as you begin to listen to these people's journeys and how they've lived their life, you'll begin to discover that there's quite a bit of similarity in our diversity. So I hope you'll join me, and thank you, Kim, for allowing me this platform to talk to you.